This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome, folks, to Camp Randall Stadium, home field of the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Badgers will kick this away to get us going here. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Scanning the field, it's Boyd. Looking deep in the very first play. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. It's another deep shot. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep it.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The shotgun, handoff inside. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Now it's second down here. The shotgun running play call. Picks up the first, looking for more. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. The shotgun handoff here. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so second and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Gain makes it second and medium. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. And don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And the Badgers pick up enough for a first down. Running back with the football. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, the offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver, but there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
3rd and short now for the offense from the +25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? The pocket breaking down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Quick throw to the left. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. First down and more. He's still running. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Takes the toss, heads to his right. That's a strong stiff arm. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
2nd down after that previous play. Looking to pass. It's Boyd. Receiver makes the grab. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how... And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. Breaks free. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They'll make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call on that screen play.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer here? He comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. And, boy, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history at playing linebacker.
Looks to the left. Pass caught. And we're able to get him down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Receiver in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. There's contact on the throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Comes the opening play of the drive to begin from the 33. Off the play fake on first down. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if a quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Dropping back, it's Boyd. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down at the 44.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. A handoff to the back. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And now the running back's got it again. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he never had a chance. Tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Here's the second down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Back to throw. It's Boyd. The receiver grabs it, and he's tackled immediately, so not much of a gain on the play.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Finds his man. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Notre Dame needing to convert this fourth down. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. That'll be delay of game. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. So a field goal attempt coming up now. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. They'll try the right here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. He hands it off from the gun. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Crucial third down play coming up. A quick throw out left, complete. He's found some room at the 45. And just like that, in one play, they've moved into scoring position at the 23.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Powering through. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap. He turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction to where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
He's running out of time here. End zone ahead. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Man, Chris, even in this condensed space down in the red zone, a superior athlete is just eventually going to be a superior athlete. You hesitate for a second, and this guy's going to make you pay, and the defense here was left with the bill.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's past the marker and still going. Breaks into the clear. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down just across the 25-yard line. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. They'll run it to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Snags a quick throw. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Oh, and he's got some space here. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Back to throw. It's Boyd. Catch made by the tight end. Breaking free at the 35. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. Well, the defense knows, Kirk, might take more than one tackler to bring this tight end down.
Well, anytime as a defense, you always want to rally to the football. But against this guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that first arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards, but good job of getting extra hats to the ball.
Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down play coming up. Looking for a receiver. He gets loose. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying for a touchdown here. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Still no answer for this offense.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. And they'll use the ground game here. Breaking free at the 35. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. It's an out route. The catch made. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. That completion makes it 2nd and short. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, that one's picked off. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. Makes it look easy. And they add to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Here he goes. past the 20. Touchdown, Badgers. No chance to catch him there. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. Gets the first and still running. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it in the first half, seemed to score at every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT puts them up 17 now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Number 17 sets a kickoff.
Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. Look out, room to run here. He's in the clear. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Running out of time in the pocket, and it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Gets into space at the 50. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
And the Badgers lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Lets it go quickly. He's got it with room to run. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And the Badgers looking to cash in this red zone trip. Looking to throw it on 1st down. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll run it here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed.
It's blocked. Oh, and they picked it up. Across midfield. He's past the 30. Past the 10. And he takes it the distance for 2 points.
Well, Chris, that's something you're not going to see very often, and a lot of people may not know the rule here. But this is a blocked PAT and a live ball. The offense does a great job of picking it up, and somehow they get 2 points in avoiding disaster.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. Handoff with a single back. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's second down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Looking to throw. It's Boyd. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Important second down play coming up. Looking for a man. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. An inside deal now from the shotgun. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. It's a toss play to the right. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Love the call here to get the ball to the edge, give it to a talented, skilled player where he can get to the outside, find some room, and get a first down.
Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. scanning the field. It's Boyd looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Empty set as they try for the two-point conversion. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. On the move now. Breaks into open space. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Finding some room at the 25. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. It feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Can he make it to the marker? That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Coming up, 4th down.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Grab made by the tight end. Tackle, but first down.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a fourth down conversion with that pass.
The Badgers will have 1st and 10 here. And there's the handoff. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. When they hand it off to the back. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football, and it's a great spot to start this drive. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Looking to throw. It's Boyd. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Leaning on the run game here late. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the same runner's got it again. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. You know, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Looking downfield, it's Boyd. Breaks an open space. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This offense really clicking.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters, and that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. And right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's a quarterback keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Here's a throw underneath to the back. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure is coming. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the 1st down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Fires it to the wideout. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They've got a big cushion here in the latter stages. Great feeling to be up big on the road. And the freshman brings him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Grinding away on the ground. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Running back has it on a screen now. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Passes the 45. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
And the extra point was up and good. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, the kicking team recovers. That gamble pays off.
Wow, the kicker deserves a lot of credit here. He placed the ball perfectly. All you have to do is keep the ball in bounds and then hope for a favorable bounce. Here, they got a real favorable bounce.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking deep for late game heroics. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them in bounds, and keep that clock moving.
Complete to the running back on this 4th down play. And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that 1st down.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. And the Badgers will line up here on 1st down and goal. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers.
How about that, Chris? The quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly, and why not? With a receiver like this who can run like that, get him the ball as fast as you can and let him do his thing.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And there's the point after. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.